We live in times where people have differing situations and circumstances, which means they don't have the necessary means to go out there and enjoy certain things. I myself come from a background where we had to prioritise very carefully where the monies go from month to month, and still live that life today. Gaming is something that I believe should be accessible to everyone. Now, it's not possible for me to respond to every single comment, but I do read lots of them, and the message you saw at the beginning of the video is something I've seen from a few people before Shadow X. And call me soft or call me whatever you want, but it does actually sadden me a little bit when I see you guys telling me how unfortunately you won't be able to play Need for Speed Payback due to not having the necessary hardware, be it no console or a weak PC/laptop rig. What I want to do is provide a solution that will hopefully give a few of you guys a chance to get you back online. Now, please take into consideration this will not suit everyone, but I know it can help out most of you, and hopefully gives you the opportunity to enjoy not just Need for Speed Payback, but also almost any other game out there in a way that might be a bit easier on your wallet or your purse strings. Liquid Sky. Now, it's likely that a fair few of you may have heard of this software before, but as always, for those who haven't, I'll go through it with you now. Your games, your way. Access a gaming PC in the cloud that always has the latest and greatest technology to keep you up with the newest and most demanding games. Ultra low latency. Experience PC gaming on any device you own as if it's a high performance PC providing great graphics with ultra low latency. Lightning internet speed. Through Liquid Sky, you experience up to 10 GB per second download and 100 MB per second upload speeds regardless of your local internet connection. Sky Storage. Download and install any games you want on your Sky computer. Storage is personal to you and incredibly secure. So as you can see, it's similar to other concepts that have existed prior, which allow you to obviously stream games, although the big difference here is that Liquid Sky provides you with your own virtual PC in the cloud. And when I say PC, I don't just mean a storage space for games, I'm talking a full-blown, fully fledged desktop with Windows and limited access to the file systems, similar to what you have already or what you are used to with a regular PC or laptop. Meaning you can even use Liquid Sky to install regular programs like editing software, music production material, or whatever else you may be interested in. So how does it all work? Well, they have these things called data centers situated in certain parts of the world. When you activate the software, you will be connected to the data center closest to your geographical location. Now, remember, I said this solution I'm providing isn't for everybody. It's not for everyone. As you can see on this map, so far they have 3 servers in North America. They also have 2 in Europe, including one specifically here in the United Kingdom, and there's one in Asia. And I'm not sure, but it looks like there is one fairly close to Australia as well. I need a bit more confirmation on that. Anyway, so what are the minimum requirements needed? What do you need to get yourself up and running? So even if you have a 5-year-old rundown laptop which lacks a powerful graphics card, you still have the opportunity to enjoy this service as their servers do the heavy lifting so your machine won't have to. Now, it will eventually find its way onto Mac OS, but as the technology is still in its infancy, that will take time. Although I beta tested it on my 2011 MacBook Pro, you know, the fat heavy one with the CD drive, and I was actually able to run GTA 5 on high settings with no problems. Well, there were 1 or 2, but by and large it was a very good experience. So I guess that leads us onto the hardware. Now, when I last used the service, they had 2 options. They had Gamer, which has 3 CPU cores, 8 GB of standard RAM, and can run any game at 30 frames per second at full HD. Also coming in with 2 GB worth of video RAM. They also had Pro, which doubles the video RAM and has 6 CPU cores, 16 gigs of RAM, and can run any game at 60 frames per second 1080p. Now, they regularly update their hardware, so it's more than likely those specs have actually improved since the last time I used the service. Remember, you do not need to have those components on your laptop or PC. They are being provided to you as a service as part of your own virtual PC. The good news is that you are not committed to one configuration. You can choose which package to start your Sky computer up in whenever you sign into the service, but you will find you will use up more of your credits in the more powerful mode than in the basic, so I suggest only go into the pro gamer mode when playing games that need it. If you're playing an old classic which requires only small requirements, or if you're using it for anything outside of gaming, then stick to the basic mode. So, what kind of connection do you need to run all of this? Okay, so the recommendations: Ethernet. Plugging an Ethernet directly into your device or through a USB converter is the recommended way to connect your device to the internet for optimal performance. Now, they also talk about 4G mobile network. 4G mobile networks work greatly with Liquid Sky but can consume a lot of bandwidth. It is recommended you review your data plan before using this connection option. 5 GHz Wi-Fi. If you can't plug into an Ethernet port, then use a 5 GHz Wi-Fi connection. We don't recommend 2.4 GHz due to high chance of interference and packet loss. Very important you take that into consideration, guys. Make sure you've got a 5 GHz compatible Wi-Fi router or router if you're in the States, if you plan on running this in your bedroom. If not, it could get a little bit sketchy. And finally, how much does all of this cost? Okay, so the prices of both plans: $9.99 for pay-as-you-go and $19.99 for the monthly. So with the pay-as-you-go, it starts out with 25 hours worth of gaming, 200 gigabytes worth of storage space, and 7 days worth of storage persistence. So I think that basically means after 7 days, if you don't sign into the account or top up your pay-as-you-go balance, then you may be looking at a situation where your Sky computer gets erased. Don't quote me on that. You may need to check out the FAQ section for answers on that. You also get community access and email support. With the monthly option, you get 80 hours worth of gaming, you get 500 gigabytes, half a terabyte worth of storage, and it's permanent. It's permanent. As you would expect, you're paying more money, so you're going to get a better quality deal. Community access, email support, priority email support, and not only that, but you also get a change of data centers. So what that basically means is, let's say for example you live on, I don't know, the west coast of the United States, and you log into a server which is on the west coast and that data center is full. What it will then do is direct to the nearest closest available server to give you the option to jump onto your Liquid Sky computer. Okay, so you do get a free 20-minute trial as well. Okay, so bear that in mind. It's not one of those things whereby you have to spend money to actually trial it out. You can actually go and sign up now and have a 20-minute free trial. There are 3 games which are already preloaded on there for you in your Sky computer when you go for your trial, which is great. I think Doom is one of them, and I can't remember the other 2. Now also, I just want to remind you again, you can run it off Wi-Fi, but I found I got a much better experience running it off an Ethernet cable. If your laptop has no Ethernet port, no worries, I'll provide you with the Amazon link to a good quality adapter which is relatively cheap, which I bought myself. Now, I've used the service from beta mode since last year, and it was that which enabled me to do my Need for Speed Underground 2 with HD Texture Pack series. And yes, Mr. 12K gaming rig with 4 screens, a VR headset and 10 GTX 1080s, I get it, okay? You have a powerful setup. This isn't aimed at you, so bugger off. Go on, jog on, hop it, on your bike. Now, let me make something absolutely fundamentally clear to you guys. This is not a perfect solution. It's something that you could use as a temporary solution until you get your money up and you're able to go out and buy the gaming PC or build your gaming rig or get a new console, whatever. There are going to be situations where you try to log into data centers and it might take a little while to log in, but at least it gives the majority of you guys another option to get Need for Speed Payback, as well as other games running on some decent hardware without having to spend big money on a gaming rig. Now, you might be interested to know the technology is powered by some familiar names such as Samsung, Nvidia, IBM, so you can be assured that although you may experience some bugs from time to time, at least it's certified by reputable companies who are working on this and not some 2-bit unknown hacker from the darkest corners of the internet. Okay, and that pretty much rounds things up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the FAQ section to Liquid Sky in the actual description box or comments box. Description box, that's it. Because I'm sure that there's more questions that you guys have got that you need answering, and they can provide all the answers there. I'm also going to leave the link to the Ethernet adapter that I bought from Amazon, so be sure to check that out as well. If it's your first time around here, I wish you a Bourne welcome. Don't forget to hit the like button so this video gets around to as many people as possible. As I said, it's really important to me that we can help each other and provide those who may not have the necessary means the opportunity to actually get their hands on not only Payback but other games as well. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, swing the damn hell out of the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. Don't forget to join the Discord chat, and I'll see you when the next video comes out. Take it easy. Peace. Hey, listen, if you haven't done so already, make sure you go and sign the Need for Speed Payback car list petition, okay? The Need for Speed car list petition. Go and sign it now. Go and jot down your choice as to what cars you want to see added to the game later on post launch. We already have over 800 different commented cars. I thank you so much if you've already jotted your car down. This will act as a guide, as a reference link for ghosts to have a look at when or if they decide to add more cars to the game later. So if there's a car that you really like that is not actually in the game yet, go and jot it down on there. Go and send it to Ghost. Go and share the video to the Need for Speed Twitter page, and let's try and make our voices heard.